Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about gratitude. Since it's close to Thanksgiving, it's a time of year to really reflect on your life and how amazing life really is. And it's so easy to get caught up on the day-to-day dramas and to forget that there really is a lot to be grateful for. And that's something I've struggled with in the past is when I'm going through a tough time, remembering that even though I'm going through something, it doesn't mean my whole life is ruined. And that gratitude, even for the little things, can really change how you're feeling and raise your vibration. And I try to pray and journal about things that I'm grateful for. For a couple years, I was writing down 3 things every day that I was grateful for, and that was super helpful to just remind myself life is amazing. And even if you are struggling, if you can find just one thing to focus on that you are grateful for, things can get so much better. And what I've learned is that usually after I go through something or I have a difficult experience, there's always a silver lining and there's always something to be grateful for. And a lot of the time, what it comes down to for me is that I'm grateful for the people that I have in my life, both good and bad, because you're showing me what I don't want to be. And I also have people who support me through all of the growing pains. And my last job experience was such a catalyst for me to do a lot of inner work. It broke me down to a point where I had to build myself up. And I was always just why is this happening? What was the purpose of that? And now being so far removed from that situation, I truly am grateful for that experience. And every person that I interacted with during that experience, because if it wasn't as bad as it was, I wouldn't have grown so much. And also, the people who I met during that time in my life were some of the best people that I know. And they really met me and loved me when I was the worst version of myself. And how can you not be grateful for people like that who just see who you are and love you even if you're struggling. And I'm also super grateful for my friends who stuck by me through that time, who encouraged me, who sent me text messages or letters or whatever to help me, because they knew I wasn't getting that positive feedback in that environment. And then also to the people who, when I left there and had to really go through the trenches and come out on the other side, the people who actually stuck by me and loved me through that and understood my need to be alone and didn't take that personally. And now at this point in my life, now that I'm rebuilding and finding confidence again and relearning my self-worth, I'm grateful for the people who continue to support me through this version as well, who see my potential, who have always seen my potential, and who just are always there for me. And I'm also grateful for the job that I have now, and the environment that I'm in, because again, everywhere I've worked, I've met some of the best people that I know. And the people that I know now can't believe some of the things that were said about me and done to me from my past work experiences. And they're just wow, I can't believe it. And you're this, you're that, you're they see my good. And that's just been so amazing. And a lot of them are like, they like give me positive feedback, and it just feels good to like have people in your life who like see your good side and see your light and like bring that out in you. And I have a lot of coworkers right now who do bring out that light in me, and like obviously like you're not going to get along with everyone, but the people that I'm currently working with like bring out like my inner child almost. Like I just have this like joy and whimsy a lot of the time when I'm at work, and I'm just like so grateful for that, because like jobs, like no one wants to like go to work and like be in a toxic environment. So it's just so nice to like have people who like laugh and joke and have fun even though like our environment is stressful. And then I'm also grateful for myself and for like the past versions of me who did what they had to do and did the best with the resources they had to get me to where I am today, because I am just stepping into like a version of myself that I didn't really know was possible. And if it weren't for the past versions of me, like being strong and doing the inner work and rolling with the punches and having people dim my light, like I wouldn't be here now and like be on the way to like the next level me. And so as much as I like struggle sometimes with like past versions of me who like weren't the best and like the nicest and whatever, like I'm also grateful for those versions, because I needed all those lessons to like get to where I am now. And I'm also grateful for the fact that I am like always willing to learn something. Um, and I want to continue to grow and change and like learn, and I'm not stuck in like my old ways. Like for a very long time I was like, this is just how I am, like you can deal with me or whatever. And now I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad that I just like let my walls come down and like I'm truly like becoming a better version, and like knowing that even though I'm like getting older, like it's okay to change, it's okay to learn new things, it's okay to change your opinion. And I'm just grateful that I took the chance on myself to, you know, go to therapy, get coaching, and like really, really work on myself and take the time off from like a traditional job to really like feel my feelings and like go deep and, you know, come out on the other side of like tough things. And also I'm grateful for my parents who, you know, they've supported me even when they like do not understand. Like when I started traveling all those years ago, they were like, why are you quitting a stable job to just like frolic around? And you know, like obviously I was working while I was traveling, but like there was no stability in that, and they like didn't get it. And then when I quit my last job again without a backup plan, they were like, "Okay, what are you doing?" But they still like really supported me like in the best way that they knew how, like even though they didn't understand and like questioned everything, like they did the best that they could, and like really helped me with like the little things um while I was kind of like struggling. And like obviously like I didn't really share a lot about my mental health over the last few years because it's hard to like talk about it when you're going through it. But like now that I'm on the other side of it, like I'm just grateful for my family and friends who like really really supported me through some like dark moments and who just loved me through it. And so this time of year I'm always just like reflecting on the year and like the years past and like how much growth I've had and the people who have stuck by me. And yeah, like it's easy to like get caught up in life and forget to like be grateful. And like sometimes you're so focused on like the future and like where you want to go, and like you don't have everything you want. And that's like, it's fine to be grateful for what you have and also want more. Like I'm super grateful for the lessons and where I'm at, and like how I'm creating like videos now, and I'm creating like meditations and hypnotherapy, but like I also want more, and I want to like share more of myself. So like I'm grateful for where I am and who I am now, and I also want more, and that's okay. And so I love this time of year. I feel like Thanksgiving and New Year's and my birthday are like such times of like deep reflection, and I just think gratitude is so important, and I like try to remind myself every day to really reflect on the big things and the little things, and just to focus on gratitude instead of anything else. So that is it for today, and I will talk to you soon.